Careful, 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 careful. Here, we have to go on to the goat farm. Are you prepared? You like the height? Yeah? Okay. First time I came, I was so afraid about it. I was like, oh my god. But it's really safe, okay?
Are we going to that mountain? Or?
Yeah, we're going to pass that mountain. Well, that mountain, no, but near that mountain, okay? So, the violence rate in Iztapalapa was so high, okay? More than 80%. Robbery, homicide, murderer, also femicide, different things around this area, okay? With the cable car, things changed, okay? Because the violence rate dropped to 60%, okay? So that's why cable car have camera, voice recorder, and also the authorities can see you through the camera here, okay? Right here. Right there. Okay. So
there's also probably one at the bottom too.
it's safe to get on this transport. Okay. So also Clara Brugada knew exactly what Iztapalapa needed. Okay. So that's why, as you can see, this is kinda a mess. Okay. You can see many houses. It's very different from other part of the city, and also the people started to build here their own business, okay? For example, beauty shops, little tienditas, you know, where you can go to buy many things, like little supermarkets, because in this area it's prohibited to build, for example, supermarkets, malls, etc. because of, due to the cable car, okay? So, something important, remember that the simplest stone is this one. Today is remember the simplest stone?
Oh yeah,
it's light, porous, and also it's red. Okay, so do you see that mountain there? Okay, people from Iztapalapa know in this era, but like 100 years ago, they took this stone from that mountain and built the city. Okay, so that's why that mountain have that irregular form. Okay, it's like weird. Okay, so also we are surrounded by mountains. Remember the Cerro de la Estrella hill that I told you about? Okay, is that one. Okay, that one there have 3 crosses at the top. Okay, it's important because I'm going to talk about this in this moment. Okay, so next week we're going to have the Via Crucis. The Via Crucis is the crossway. Okay, so represent the Christ way in the Catholic religion. Okay, so all is real. Also, those actors go to have auditions to be the Christ or the Virgin Maria, etc. And it looks like this. Okay. And if you can pass the cell phone. Okay, first here.
Oh wow.
That person suffers like Christ. Maybe that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, an actual person there.
It's
Is
he actually nailed?
No,
No.
but you know that person suffers because he also carried the cross 90 kilograms. Okay.
Oh, he has to carry them. It looks like.
Sorry. Here. So it's going. That celebration is going to be next week. So that's maybe why it's very crowded. Okay. So you watch it. So Iztapalapa wasn't planned at all, okay? So that's why it looked like this, okay? So, also, in 2021 was built a cable car, but also Clara Brugada, the mayor of Iztapalapa in 2018, and also now the governor of Mexico City, sent urban artists to paint the rooftops, okay? So that's why this is now colorful and full of life, okay? Because more or less 20 years ago, this part of the city were the gray cities or the sleeping cities, okay? Because the people just come here or return to his house just to sleep.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is a rooftop full of garbage.
It's a junkyard, but there's no space for a junkyard there on top.
So also you will see that we have many murals, not just in this area, also in other sites, okay? Because at that time, the people were so worried about their privacy, because many people could see through the windows. So it was like, that's not a good idea. It's better idea if we can focus the attention in other things. So that's why we have nowadays many murals, okay? And now Iztapalapa is known as the city of transformation in Mexico City, okay? Also, Clara Brugada want to build other cable cars lines in other parts of the city. For example, Xochimilco is something that I told you, but no to the rest. I live in Xochimilco, okay? So take me 2 hours or 2 hours and a half to arrive historical center.
Wow.
So also it's important to have other transportation system in the south, because are the neglected areas of Mexico City, okay? So also the 5 cable car line is going to go from, for example, I don't know, maybe La Viga station or historical center to Xochimilco, the part where I live. So that's going to be that's going to be perfect for Mexicans and also for Mexicans that live in the south of Mexico, okay? So also so something important is the money and the wealth were in the historical center, okay? So in 1920, people migrated from historical center to the south, to Iztapalapa. Iztapalapa, remember, look like this, okay? But I don't know if you have watched El Chavo del Ocho, maybe? No, it's a Mexican program, Mexican TV show, okay? Where many people lived in the same house. The same house at that time where many people lived, more than 5 or 6 or 8 families, and share just one bathroom, were the haciendas or the vecindades, okay? So that's why many people migrated from the center to the south, okay? Just to have their own houses, their own heritage, etc. Okay, so that's why also you will see that we have many granny pictures in the rooftops, on the rooftops, okay? Because they try to thank the people or their grannies to build in this area at that time, okay? So we're going to talk about that after.
And we can't see other cable car from here, right?
No, just this cable car, because we are in the south.
Okay.
The other